Hello, Happy New Year. Let me put my focus on. Ah, here we go. Sorry, I'm running. I am running. I just got back. Okay, here we go. I just got back from a lovely coffee time with a lovely friend who lives just down the street. And I had no idea. She's been coming to my classes for, I don't know, maybe a year. And lovely lady. And she invited me over for tea, and she's just down the street. That's crazy. Like, not in the neighborhood, but just down the street. Okay, I think I'm ready. Sorry, I look very disheveled. Darlene, welcome here. And let me introduce myself. Hello, bonjour. My name is Denise Willerton. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in East St. Paul, Manitoba, Canada. If you do not have a demonstrator, I would be so happy to help you with your Stampin' Up needs. If you do have a Stampin' Up demonstrator, that's wonderful. Stick around. Hopefully, I will leave you with some inspiration. So let's get to some really fast chatting. Let me get that needle out of the way before I stab myself. And don't forget to share. If you share, you will be entered for a draw at the end of my video. How am I doing here for setup? And please do say hi and let me know where you are calling from. What am I doing? Okay, here we go. Oh, welcome here. Yay, it's live. The mini is live. I have your copy here. Look at this. Remember, you saw that before, and that was a sneak peek. So, yeah, now I'm allowed to open it up. Darlene, thank you for sharing. Here is a page with all our beautiful embellishments, and there's the DSP that I have for my paper share. Please let me know if you are interested in this. Stamps and dies, and then our bundles. I want to show you some of my favorites. Let's do it this way. Stippled roses. Look at that. I love it. That's not what we're playing with today, though, but I do love it. And inspirational sketches. Look at that. Isn't that stunning? I have that too. Anything that's circled, I have, and just love it. Is this what we're playing with today? Thoughtful expressions. This is what we're playing with today. Excited about that. Yeah, so here is it's called the Poetic Expressions Suite. So you get all of that. And so I have all of that. Let's get to it. But here's celebration. So for every 60 that you spend, you also get a freebie from the celebration brochure. And I love this brochure. There is beautiful design paper in here, as well as some fun and funky stamp set. I've seen so many beautiful cards using that watermelon set. Sunny Days DSP. I am not using anything from the Celebration catalog. I created a card using this. I think my last video, this design paper is beautiful, beautiful, and cradled in love. So for every 60 that you spend, that's what you get. Here's some more DSP. This is the stippled roses, and it goes with that set. This design paper is stunning. There's foil all over it. And here's some more heartfelt hellos, some great design paper for some masculine cards. Those that love the animal stamp sets, they're so fun. I've seen so many great cards using them. I'm not drawn to animals, but that doesn't make it lovely. So these dies go with that stamp set. And this is the $120 value. You get the softly sophisticated stamp set along with this amazing die. And then the detailed dogwood is also $120. And it stamps beautifully. I have played with it. And that's the end of it, except for if you join my team. So you don't have to do classes. You don't have to do videos. You don't have to do anything like that. And if you want this amazing glass mat, which also comes with, let me pull this out, this silicone. And so once you put it down, things are not going anywhere. Okay, they just stay on this silicone mat, which is lovely. And also this is usually soft and damp. That's to clean your glass mat. This is an $82 value. If you join my team, you grab that for free. So you're going to sign up. You're going to pay $135 for the starter kit. You're going to build whatever you want in that starter kit, and you get this for free. So it's a great time to join. So please do consider joining. Again, even if you just want the mat and the accessories to go with it, do a grab and go and never place an order, and you can totally do that. So if you're interested, let me know and I can help you with that. So I've got Sherry and Shar, who shared last week, but after the live. So I put your names in for this week. Lucy shared ahead of time. Dar, thank you so much. So if I have missed anyone, please let me know, and I will add your name. So if you spend $65, you're going to get the January tutorial bundle. You also would be able to choose something from the celebration because you're at $65. There are 42 tutorials in this bundle, so it's a great way to have lots of ideas passed your way. I've got I've got more than 2 classes in January, but my card class in January is on the 9th of January. I've got a morning class and an evening class. If you're interested in signing up, please do so. That would be great. And this is just a sneak peek of the card that we're using. So we're going to use some of that copper foil paper. I just need to settle down. I feel like I'm running 1,000 miles an hour and I just hit my phone. If you do place an order, see that host code right there at the top? That's the host code that you're going to use. I am ushering in a new stamp class. It's called Simple Stampin', and I've got these wrong. I think, I can't remember, but these prices are wrong. I have a sign-up sheet that I created and I have a new price on it. I believe it is $30 for the class, and if you spend $40, you get the class for free. Meandering Meadows Stack, the 27th of January, which is a Saturday. It's an all-day event. You are going to go home with 9 cards, a full pack of DSP, a full spool of ribbon, and a full pack of dragonfly embellishments. For $80, we're going to play bingo, and there's also going to be a prize there. And here is a copy of my paper share. So if you want to jump in on that, you get a taste of it all for only $55. Let's get to why you're really here today. So sorry about the glare. There's nothing I can do about it while I'm on my glass mat, but you know what? I have to say, I really do like it. So if we do that, and let's get on to the card. Who is playing along? Who grabbed that sketch? And I meant to print it and I forgot. But who grabbed the sketch and who is playing along? I've got a standard A2 card base, which measures 8.5 by 4 and 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4.25. Okay, so let's place that right there. And now the glare is gone. Ta-da! Yay! I can't wait to see what you're doing. Darlene, make sure you post that on my Facebook page, my Facebook group, because I want to see what you create. And so I don't know who is all here with me today. I see that I just have a few people, but you know what? I'm going to do Pretty Peacock. I love Pretty Peacock. I love this color too. This is Lost Lagoon. Look at these two colors together. They are fantastic. But we're going to go with Pretty Peacock. I am going to grab, here are the dies from the Thoughtful Expressions. Let me take that out. Look at these for sentiments. And I'm going to need these two dies, so we're going to take those out. This is the hummingbird. These are like, it's gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous. So that's Thoughtful Expressions dies, which goes with the Thoughtful Expressions stamp set. Isn't that beautiful? I love it. Okay, I'm going to grab this guy right here, and we're going to do some tone on tone. And I think that will be a perfect block, like so. Lost Lagoon, but I want Pretty Peacock. I'm going to do tone on tone with Pretty Peacock. This is red rubber, so I'm not worried about having to use my piercing mat. And let's get this down on here. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? Let's grab a piece of scrap paper. So Darlene, what are you using? Do you know what you're using for your card? Okay, I'm going to ink up using my Pretty Peacock. And I just want to make sure that I'm well inked. You know what I'm going to do too, because that bouncing effect drives me crazy. Let's move our names. So far we've got 4 people that have shared. Okay, here we go. And again, tone on tone. And I'm going to flip my stamp so that my image is not going all the same way. And so you can see how that tone on tone, what's happening. Love it. Let's put one right in the middle. I like to hold my stamp for just a moment to make sure that I'm well inked. And let's get that in this corner here. It's a quiet day today for me. I was expecting more people. Maybe they'll pop in late. Grab another one right there. Oh, I know. Yay! Misty Moonlight, gotta love it. I am low on sympathy cards too. My cousin's husband passed away on Christmas Day. He was not that old, and all of a sudden he just dropped. He just dropped. So sad. Okay, I think I'm well covered. Little areas like this, I think what I want to do is kind of that. So let's just get a little, I'm not too worried if I go over. Hey, Shell, welcome here. Glad you could make it. Okay, so that tone-on-tone stamping is done using the Thoughtful Expressions, but I do need that again. Now what I'm going to do is, oh boy, you know what? I wasn't totally prepared with some scrap paper. So let's just do this. Grab a basic white panel, clean this off, because I want to do some Versamark and black embossing powder. So let's, pretty amazing that I remembered my embossing buddy. That's the part that I usually always forget. And I also want to grab this little guy here from the Thoughtful Expressions. Get that mounted. Get my black embossing powder. Happy New Year, everyone, by the way. Happy New Year. We are the 4th day into the new year. Let's put that down on there. I want to make sure that I am well inked with my Versamark. And then I'm going to ink this little guy up. Perfect. Can't see anything yet. Let's get some black embossing powder on that. I like to keep mine in these little containers. I don't do so well with a small container or the little tubs that everything comes in. I just don't do well with it. Okay, let's grab our brush. There's just a few stragglers there. There we go. Okay, pardon the noise. I'm going to heat set this, okay? Hello, Karen. How are you? Welcome here. Sorry for the noise. We're also going to be coloring this with some Stampin' blends. So I hope everybody had a nice New Year's and a wonderful Christmas. It was a great season for us this year. We had a beautiful Christmas with our kids in BC, and then we had a beautiful Christmas here in Winnipeg when we returned home. It was a lot of fun. Make sure that I'm, okay, so that little guy is done. And I think that one is, yep, we are good. Okay, let's get to some coloring. So Karen, For those that share, I don't know if you can see these names here on the side. I should actually put them right up in here. These are people that have shared, and their name gets entered at the end of my live for a draw, because I always give away the card that I create. Darlene, thank you for welcoming Karen. That's lovely. Okay, so here is my tone on tone. Here's this little dude here. I'm going to just cut that off. I'm going to need that portion for my sentiment, but let's get this colored, okay? Karen, Darlene, I'm excited to see what you're creating. So I am using, let me see, Light Pool Party. I am using my Lost Lagoon combo. I've got my Lemon Lolly, and I also have my Mossy Meadow. So let's start with our light Mossy Meadow, and I'm going to use the bullet tip, okay? And I am just very gently, hardly touching, coloring that in wherever the leaves are. I'm not worried about white space because I'm going to come back with my dark in a moment. These little areas take next to nothing. And one more leaf here. Have I forgotten a leaf? I don't think so. And you know what? I didn't heat set that corner. Sorry about that. You can always tell when you haven't heat set the powder just kind of shifts around. Oh, Karen, that's wonderful. I don't remember from day to day, so I apologize for that. Okay, I think I've got all of those leaves. Let's get a little bit of dark in there. And again, I'm just going to use my bullet tip. And I'm just going to kind of follow some of the lines that are already there. And then on this little guy here. Okay, so that's the Mossy Meadow. Thank you. Let's grab our Light Pool Party, and we're going to start in the center area of the flower. And I am just going to very gently color a little bit in there. And you can tell I'm not doing anything fancy. I'm just kind of scratching along. And then this little guy here, same thing. Just scratching along. So that's Light Pool Party. Let's grab our dark Lost Lagoon bullet tip. And I am going to just follow the outside of the flower. Like so. Just the outside. So I'm not really doing a whole lot, just kind of the the very top portion of the flowers. I don't know if you can see that, just the top portion of the flowers. Karen, thank you so much. So that's why I'm using the bullet tip. Just so that I've kind of just outlining my flower. Let's grab our light lemon lolly, and we can grab the brush tip for that. And we're just going to do that in the center. I should have maybe done that first. I seem to be picking up, yeah, I'm picking up some of my pool party. I should have done my lemon lolly first. Karen, thanks again. And I hope I'm pronouncing your name properly. So you've been added as well. Okay, now we're going to grab our light Lost Lagoon, and I am going to, let's do our brush tip, because I got a little bit of a bigger area that I want to cover, and I might grab my dark again. So I'm just going kind of in between the light pool party and the dark. I want to go a little higher with this. So I'm still on my light. Just kind of trying to create a little bit of a 3D effect. So bullet tip and dark. And again, we're going to go back to those, just the edge of the flower. Sorry, my voice is very scratchy. We're getting there once the coloring is done. And then I am going to come in with my light pool party. Could not remember what color that was. That was a whole hot minute ago, right? And we're just going to color it all in and fill some of that white area. Okay, I'll give you a close-up. I think these flowers look amazing. That's so pretty. Hello, Rita. Welcome here. Yeah, Karen, I love how you spell your name. It's so different. We're going to pull out our mini and get these cut. And it's okay that you're late, Rita. I'm just glad that you're here. So I'm going to stagger my plates on purpose. That's what works for me. And you know what? Let's cut this in half. Let's just trim that a little bit so that I know that I can get everything in there. Okay. And I've got a little piece of washi tape. Let's grab another piece. I like to use removable Post-it tape, but it's over at the other end of my studio, and I have washi tape sitting here. Washi tape drives me crazy. It splits on me. Never, like, look, I don't know if you can see that. It just never cuts nice for me. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. I love it. Like, I love the look of it, but just not a fan. So I am just going to place, first day with my new die here, place my die onto my cardstock. And we're just going to tape that down with our washi tape, like so. And then this little guy. Like so. Good to go. And then my other clear mat, you'll see this come through at the other end. So my plates are staggered a little bit on my mini, kind of like the letter E is how I like to line up my plates on my mini. Well, Lorraine, I'm glad I'm not the only one, and welcome here. Nice to see your name. If you share, I will enter your name for a draw. Just let me know that you have shared on Facebook or YouTube, wherever you are. I would appreciate that. I'm trying to get my numbers up. If you are on YouTube, I would appreciate a thumbs up, because apparently that helps with the algorithms. Okay, so these are cut. There's one flower. Pardon me. And there's the other. So let's just put these dies in my little tin bowl. I love this tin bowl. I bought it at Princess Auto, and I just do not lose my dies anymore. Well, not really that I've lost any. Okay, so here we've got tone on tone. Here we've got our two flowers cut. I want to grab this beautiful ribbon, and this ribbon comes in the new mini, and here it is. And it's soft and it makes beautiful bows. It is called Pretty Peacock and Gold. Look at that. It's just, are we focused? There we go. Yeah, it's gorgeous. Oh, you know what? I needed, oh no, I cut it already. I have another set of dies. Watch this. Drum roll, please. This is also in the mini. This is called Everyday Details Dies. Who has this? Like, look at that. Is that amazing or what? I should have die cut something like that. Like, you can do that right along the panel of a card to just create some interest on an edge. And so I took, and also this, you can put that down and create some interest. I took this center circle right here, and I die cut this, okay? The other one that I die cut, and you girls are going to have to tell me. Yeah, I gave mine to all my girls as well, Lorraine. Such a great idea, isn't it? So good. I also took from the Thoughtful Expressions, I took this die right here, the third one in. Was it the third? No, the fourth one in, and I die cut this. Hard to tell with the Pretty Peacock behind. So I've got this one, and I need to take some of those little dots out, and this one here. So I want you girls to let me know which one we're going to use, if we're going to use the circle or the, what would you call that? The funky circle. The funky circle. We're going to set that aside. We're going to put our ribbon down, and I want my silicone mat. This is how I put my ribbon down. I know that I want my ribbon about here, okay? So then I just flip. Funky circle it is. Thank you, Karen. And I grab my stamping seal, and I give myself a little bit of seal there and a little bit of seal on the other side. That comes through. So if I fold one side down like so, and then I flip it over, I know if I'm square or not. You can also use your grid to find out if you're square. And I'm square right here. And then I just flip that over and I let the Stampin' Seal grab my ribbon like so. Okay. We are going to, I still need to do my sentiment. So funky circle it is. That's going to go down here. And you know what? I want that to have some dimension. Okay, so there's going to be a fair bit of dimension on this card. So it'll probably cost a little more to mail. But you know what? If you've got mail coming through because you love someone, whenever you die cut, you want to know that there's a right side and a wrong side. Okay, so there's my right side down, putting dimensionals on my wrong side. You know what I did the other day? I was so upset. So on the 2nd of January, nice quiet morning for Dean and I. Dean had slept in, I was awake, and I just kind of started cleaning up my computer a little bit, and I got to my Google Drive and I thought, oh my goodness, look at all of this stuff in my Google Drive. I don't need all of this. Past card classes and all kinds of stuff. Anyway, I cleaned out my Google Drive, or it's called My Drive. I cleaned it out, threw a whole bunch of stuff in the trash, and then I thought, oh, you know what? Let's just get it gone. And I emptied my trash. I think you know where this is going. It's not pretty. We're going to put this down. Let's see, right about here. We're going to put dimensions behind these flowers. So I did that, and then probably a couple of hours later, I got a text from a friend saying, I'm trying to sign up for one of your classes, but it tells me that the Google form is not there. And I'm like, oh, that's weird. I said, you know what? I'll go in and get the link. Maybe I had accidentally posted the wrong link. I'll get the link and I'll resend that to you. So there's my dimensionals down, but I want one in the middle, okay? Because I don't want, oh, you know what? Okay, I'm good. I was just going to say, if you're putting dimensionals down on something that you know you're putting on something else, make sure that your dimensionals are not hanging over, but I'm good. So I went into my Google Forms account and I was like, what? I did not have one of my Google Forms in there. All of my classes were gone. And then I had a moment of brilliance where I thought, oh, Google Form is connected to Google Drive. Yeah, I did that. Let's place this flower right down here like so. And I'm okay that it's gone over that, our funky circle. Thank you for that word, Karen. Yeah, so I just took a deep breath and thought, well, maybe there's a way of retrieving it. But of course there wasn't, because I totally emptied my garbage can. My trash bin was empty. We're going to put that down like so. Make sure that's not sticking out. We're good. Take that out of the way. Let's get our sentiment down. Anyway, needless to say, I lost it all. And so I just sat down with a cup of coffee and I recreated all of my forms. And they're a little bit different. And I'm going to make this, well, actually, you know what? This is the card that I'm going to give away. So what sentiment If you had sent it in the, no, no, because it's all connected. And so lesson learned, right? Lesson learned. We've got enjoy your day. Where in the world would I be without you? Which is a little bit big. So let's ignore that one. Sometimes there are no words and you're in my thoughts today. What sentiment should I use? And you know what? I would have been okay if I wouldn't have turned around and emptied my trash, because it still would have been in my trash and I would have been able to retrieve it, but it was gone. It was gone. So it was a complete do-over. So lesson learned on that. So while I'm waiting for what sentiment you want me to use on this card, I am going to adhere this to my card base. Okay, and there's my silicone mat. Yeah, that was not a fun lesson to learn. And Dean felt so bad. He's like, honey, of course there's a way around this. And it's like, I don't think so. Thoughts. You're in my thoughts today. You're in my thoughts today. So we've got just a smidge of a border, and this pretty peacock panel measures 4 1/8 by 5 3. So for those that looked at the sketch, you can see that I'm still somewhat following my sketch. So I am going to go with you're in my thoughts today. And, you know, what would be lovely is if we just step that right up and heat set it. I've been doing that mostly all of the time lately. I don't know if that's going to fit. Nah, that makes me nervous. I want to make sure that I have good pressure everywhere. Okay, so you're in my thoughts. Now on my original card, this is the sentiment. Should I do sometime there are no words? My other card is you're in my thoughts. You know what? Why don't I? Because then you have a choice. Because I'll show you my prototype. And I haven't stamped this one anyway. So let's do that. So this is sometimes there are no words. And that also works as a sympathy. You girls are funny. Oh, you know what? Karen, you shared and I didn't write your name down. I need to do that. I'm saying it out loud so I'll remember, right? There's my black embossing powder, and I forgot to use my embossing buddy. Typical. This is going to be stunning. Okay, let's get that heat set. Let's get a little bit more on there. I love my tweezers. I love these. They save the fingers. You can just stamp the sentiment if you want, but if you really want to step it up, emboss it. It makes such a difference. How's your card coming, Darlene? Because I know you're playing along with the sketch. Did I get it all? I think I have it all. Okay, there is our sentiment. And that would fit beautifully. So I grabbed this from the Thoughtful Expressions. I think it'll fit nicely. I keep losing my voice, but I want to see how I feel about it on here. I'm just wondering if it would be too much. Let's die cut it anyway. And if it is too much, then I can just fussy cut it. So there's two thoughts on that. Where did I put? Right here. And our plates. Put that right there so you can see what I'm doing here. So when I did my original card, when I went to cut it out, I thought my my die was square to my sentiment, and it totally wasn't. It was so crooked. And I'm like, oh, you know what? I'm okay with that. And I couldn't do it. So I'm like, okay, we're fussy cutting it. And so you'll see when my original card shows up how I fussy cut it. Okay, here we go. And hopefully I'm square this time. Oh, I did write your name down. Who was it that shared that I didn't? Maybe I did get everybody. Do I have everyone that shared? Let me look back here. No, I think I've got everyone. Char, Lucy, Karen, Sherry, and Dar. Did anybody else share that I didn't call out? Darlene, I'm sure your card is going well. Darlene is a beautiful card creator. She has a real eye. She's just stunning. Okay, let's see how square I am. I'm square. I certainly wasn't last time. Okay. So, if my ribbon would have been a little bit lower, somehow that actually would look kind of nice tucked under there a little bit, hey? Let's do it. Let's do it. We're going to grab some mini dimensionals. Sorry that I'm working on a dirty piece. There we go. Not too pleasing to the eye, right? Okay. It's almost time to draw the winner. Rita, did you share? Maybe that's who I saw shared and didn't. Because I don't want you to miss out if you did share, my dear. Let me know. Ooh, and then embellishments. Okay, sometimes there are no words. We're going to tuck that under just a little, like so. And then we're going to grab these, and they're called Petal Pink and Pretty Peacock. And that is, that's in our new mini. Okay, so let's get some of that on here. So I want 2 of them in my circle, in my funky circle, and let's put 1 right here. What do you think? I think I've got everything on here that I want. Let me show you the first one that I created, and then I sat down and I kind of loosely sketched the sketch. So here is the first one that I did, which I did in Lost Lagoon. and then this one in Pretty Peacock, and it's all pretty much tone on tone. So there are the cards that I created. Let's see who wins. So again, if thank you. If I don't call out your name, please let me know. So Char, she's not here. Lucy is not here. Karen is here. I'm going to fold it in half and then in half again because I've got this little box. Sherry. And we'll see who the winner is. Thanks, Star. I'm short on sympathy cards, unfortunately. So there are the people that have shared. Let's give that a shake. I have a habit of kind of shaking it under my phone, but then the microphone picks it up like so crazy. So I'm trying not to do that. And I like that I folded them little, so it's easier than one sheet of paper. I have one name. Who is the winner? Drum roll. And the winner of the card is Sherry. So Sherry, I will get a hold of you and find out which card you want. So thank you so much for hanging out with me today. If you are interested in card classes, please drop me a line. I can send you my newsletter. If you are interested in virtual classes, please let me know, and I can do that as well. So all I would do is, if you are interested in my class virtually and you're in Canada, I can send you the card kit for the month, and away we go. So yeah, that's it. Have a wonderful day. Enjoy the rest of the week. Have a blessed weekend, and we will talk to you later. And you are very, very welcome. Bye now.